Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tech Guyfication. In this video, my hard drive died in this machine, or it got formatted incorrectly, and now it will not boot. So I took out a hard drive, so the 500 gigabyte Barracuda hard drive, and I'm gonna put in this WD Caviar green hard drive. So this is going to be how to put it in a hard drive and how to install, in my case, Windows Vista. So I'm just going to pop off the case. Normally there's screws at the back, but I took them out already. And then I'm just going to unplug this side fan. Okay, and then down. So in my case, this hard drive goes right in there. And just line up the holes. Okay. There we go. And then, when you took out your old hard drive, you should have gotten a couple screws. So just put those in. You only maybe need one, maybe two. Not a lot. Just enough so that if you move your computer, then your hard drive doesn't slide around. I'll do this, and then I will come back. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see that because it is a little bit dark inside the case, but essentially you're plugging your SATA cable, which looks like this, into the SATA connection on the hard drive. That's the short one. So if I can just get it in. Okay, that will do. And then you want to plug your power, which looks like that, which is the long one, into the power connector on here. So now that that's all done, then we can plug in the computer and start installing Windows Vista. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I think I got it working. Turned out that I unplugged my CD drive when I was messing around with the hard drive. But a little bit of a change of plans, because it turns out that the people who want to use this computer would actually prefer Windows XP, since this is a little bit of an older machine and it can run a little bit slow with Windows Vista. So here's XP for ya. I don't know if you've ever seen XP install, but basically it just goes through a bunch of things down here and it takes its time. So I think I will cut it here and I will come back when the next screen pops up. So we're back. It took a couple, 2 to 3 minutes. I've had it take 5 before, and while it's loading this, you'll often hear it go kind of like a train when it goes over tracks, but that's normal, just because the CD is spinning so fast. So now it says, please wait. What it's doing right now is it's just looking for the hard drives so that it can proceed with the install. So this is your standard install thingy. Say, okay, so this does not have a partition on it because it says unpartitioned space. So I'm just going to, and the amount here is correct. So I'm just gonna hit to create a partition in the unpartitioned space. Press C. So C. I want it the maximum. So 5953859 is correct. So enter. So here is my new partition. So I'm going to press enter and format the partition using the NTFS file system quick. Because why on earth would you want it to take a long time when you can do the quick way and it work just as well? So setup is formatting. This usually only takes a few minutes. And then it will start copying over the files, at which point I will, so here it's checking drive C. And right now it is copying all these things. But I will pause it here because it can take between half an hour to an hour for it to finish everything, and then I will come back. Okay, so that didn't take as long as I thought it would. So about 20 minutes have gone by. So now it's asking for the language, so I'm gonna hit it. Computer name, I'll call it Home Office Administrator password. Is that a password? I am in. Yeah, that's right. Correct. So now it's installing more stuff and it says 32 minutes remaining. I will come back if it either finishes or if it has more questions for me. So now it just finished installing, copying everything, registering everything. So now it's doing its thing and rebooting, at which point you do not want to boot from the CD. Microsoft Windows XP. So here it's going to ask you a few more questions, but this is going to be really quick, so I'm going to keep the camera rolling. Not right now. Sure. No, you know what? No, I don't want that. I just realized I don't like it when it updates by itself, because then I can't do it. I'm just going to enter all these usernames and then I will be right back. So here's the famous Windows XP login screen, so I'm going to log into mine. No sound yet because I haven't found speakers for this computer, but that's coming soon, very soon. Applying your personal settings. Come on. So, I do not want that. Thank you. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the resolution. So right click on the desktop, properties, settings, crank it all the way up, press apply. This monitor is not supported at 1920 by 1080, so I'm going to wait for it to come back. Here we go. So let's see, what's the maximum? Is that supported? Yes. And that's good. That's a pretty good one. Cool. And then next thing, Internet Explorer. Connect to the internet. Yay. Google.ca. This is the old one. Maybe we'll get it to update first. No, it doesn't like that. Is it connected? Yeah, it is. Well, let me try and fix this, and then I will try and install a virus program, Firefox, Word, and then we should be all set. So it turns out that the reason why it wasn't letting me connect to the internet was because I hadn't installed the motherboard driver, so that's what I'm doing right now. And then it'll recognize the internet and sound and all these other things. And you also want to make sure that if you have a dedicated video card like me, then you want to install the latest drivers from the website so that you don't have to update them later. Then do the antivirus, maybe Firefox, or if you like Internet Explorer, that works too. Yeah.